How can I read your handwriting better than you can?
That's a dang good question.
To Stoopid Movies, where we watch them so you don't have to.
Yeah, and this time we watched an indie vampire TV series, technically. 6-episode show on the YouTube called Nightwalkers 2019. It's unrated and it's 49 minutes long if you watch all 6 episodes back to back.
Which is what we did.
Each episode's about 8 to 10 minutes long, which is cool. So, and it's free on YouTube.
Oh yeah, did we mention that? This one's free on YouTube. Go watch it.
Do it and follow them on Instagram because they seem like nice peeps. It's directed by Adrian Castro and starred Taylor Davis and Georgina
Neville?
Neville, yeah, thank you. Georgina Neville. Hey, I actually want to say, so these guys behind this movie had reached out to us on Instagram and they said they made us aware of this.
Yeah.
And said, hey, if you guys want, check this out. You might like it. We'd appreciate a review and stuff. So, hey, we're doing it.
Yeah, which we have. And, you know, we've said it before. If you're in the indie scene and you've made something and you want us to watch it, knowing that we're going to give an honest review and we'll tell people the bad things as well as the good things, hit us up. We're happy to watch this. I love watching indie content.
Thank you for reaching out.
Yes.
So, appreciate that. So, what did we like about your stuff?
Well, maybe we should start with what's it about?
Oh, yeah. So, we were out during the nighttime. Right? And we were just taking a stroll on the sidewalk in Australia, and we were night walking. And what happened to us when we became night walkers?
First, we keep saying movie. It's not really a movie. It's a TV show. It's 6 episodes long. So this is about Australian vampires and Australian vampire hunters. There's a vampire drug thing called the Lazarus.
The Lazarus Effect? Wasn't that a movie?
No, it was something like that. The
It is
Lazarus
a movie.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
movie.
No. That's not what it was called in this movie
No,
or in this show.
I know that.
I'm well aware. It's basically blood that they can drink and then all of a sudden be outside in daytime. And it's the story of the vampires trying to get that and the vampire hunters trying to stop them. So we went down under and we opened up this package of random antiquities. Inside of that package, there were some antique likes. They were very old. What did we like about this movie?
I generally don't like old stuff.
I mean, your balls are pretty old.
That's true.
They're like mine.
That's true.
You sit down and they hang into your butt crack.
One of the most obvious things that we both really enjoyed was the characters.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They're likable characters, especially the 2 leads. I thought they did a great job. The actresses that played them did a really good job.
They both did a great job.
And the supporting cast was really good too.
The acting across the board was solid.
Right.
There wasn't, even the kid. And kids are always kind of hit or miss. But he did a great job too. I thought they all did really, really good.
The lead characters, they're not your standard hero.
They are not who you would normally pick to, or who you would look at and say, this is the lead in an action movie. Because really, when it comes down to it, this is an action with horror elements.
Right.
And they're not your typical action stars. I like that too. That was great to see, like, everyday people like us being the hero. I dig that a lot. The pacing was really, really good on this. It felt contained and it had everything it needed, but it just boom, 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 boom so quick.
Flies by where it kind of leaves you wanting more. And I wonder, I know, it kind of wraps up everything. Kind of by the end, but it makes it, is there going to be another season of it?
They did leave it open that you could have done another season there at the end.
I love the opening kind of credits. It's kind of like an 80s.
Yeah.
It's got the sound with it and just kind of that neon kind of lettering and stuff. It's kind of old school, kind of when it comes even to the vampires.
Right.
Right? They're kind of old. They're not glittery. I'm a pansy ass with sharp teeth. I'm going to come get you.
So that's one thing I want to touch on. The vampires in this movie are dangerous. They all felt like they would fucking murder you. That's how vampires should be. I loved the blood and gore in this. It's a TV show, so it's not like what we normally see for blood and gore. But what was there was really good.
Yeah. The humor, there's a lot of humor throughout this, and there's a lot of silly one-liners by the leads. And, most of them hit pretty good, but, they're kind of just a chuckle. Nothing that's going to get you.
Oh, yeah, no. It's not a comedy.
Not belly rolling on the floor, like, it's more just kind of like a,
Is that how you...
That's something you may never know.
The locations were really, really cool. Each episode was basically at one location, a little bit more than that. Did you forget how to drink?
It went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, so you forgot how to swallow.
I forgot.
Each episode was basically in one spot. A little bit more than that, like the movie theater one. They had the where the cars were parked, and then they had a few, but basically one location per episode, and they were all really cool.
Ken Foree shows up in a small quick cameo. Who doesn't love Ken Foree ever since Dawn of the Dead? You know,
Right.
I mean, he's always fun to see.
I like the tone and the atmosphere of this TV show. It felt dangerous the whole time.
The tone, although being kind of dark and dreary, it had a light tone to it too. It's like a good mix of it. And I don't know. I dug it, man.
So when we got to the bottom of the box of likes, there was a little bit of paper at the bottom to kind of keep it protected. While we were digging through the paper, it had some bugs in it of dislikes. And what bugged us about this movie?
Okay, first of all, I don't like vampires. I'm not a fan of vampires.
That's fair enough.
I don't mind them. I just, So I feel like if it was something else, it would have been more fun for me.
The story is a little convoluted for me.
They pack a lot in a short time, right?
Yeah. The whole thing with the Lazarus making them, daywalkers, and then you've got rival gangs of vampires, and it was a little bit too much for a TV show that only had 6 episodes that were all only 10 minutes long.
There's a lot of CG, as we said. Some of it's kind of iffy. Right. I mean, overall it looks pretty good, but there's some times where it's kind of like, okay, not a big deal. I mean, it happens, especially when you get into the lower budget stuff. Sure.
This could have used a lot more gore. Oh, yeah. Like, you're a vampire thing. The whole thing is drinking blood, and you're basically a giant leech full of blood. You could have poured the blood on.
See? And that, I'm a gore fan, obviously. The more gore, the better. Right. I'll say that even in the goriest movies. I mean, Dead Alive could use more gore.
This was a TV show, so who knows how much blood and gore they could get away with showing. Sure. I don't really know. I think my biggest issue, it felt like a low budget that had a lot of money.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, it looked really good. Great. It was beautiful. It sounded good. The acting was good. It had all of the things that a big budget movie would have. But then it had some of the drawbacks that an indie movie would have, where, like, the props. Some of the props looked really bad. I think that was probably one of my big things. And then just not seeing them. Had this been a big budget thing, they could have done so much more. And I think that's where it kind of suffered, is it looks like a big budget film, which is a huge compliment. But because it isn't, I was comparing it to these bigger budget things, and it just doesn't match up to it because it couldn't afford to do all of that.
Right.
So it was just in that really weird mid-range where it didn't look low budget, but it didn't look like it had a big budget. So I don't know how to describe it. You watch it yourself and tell us what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and when you do that, after you let us know in the comments below and tell us what you thought of this.
It is on YouTube. It's free. And it's only like an hour of your life. So go watch it and then come back and tell us what you thought of it, because I'm really curious to see what other people think of this. Yep. All in all, I liked pretty much everything about it. I really didn't have any complaints. I mean, just little things here and there. The one that really stood out to me was the baseball bat with the stake in it. And I know it's not really a baseball bat, but that's what it looked like to me. The prop looked just off. Outside of that, honestly, I had a blast with this, and I'm going to rewatch it, because I really did enjoy it, and it's free, so I might as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 4 out of 4. It's a short, so it only goes out of 4, but it gets a 4 out of 4 for me. I loved it. It was great, and I can't wait to see these guys do more.
Yeah, no, for sure, I'm with you. So I don't like vampires, but that being said, I thought it was pretty fun for what it is. It's short, it's pretty quick, it flies by. It looks good. It's well made. It's well done. They know what they're doing. So despite their having vampires, I'm gonna go 3.5 out of 4. Had it been something better in that regard as an enemy, I would have liked it more. So let us know what you thought of this. If you've seen it, give us the thumbs up. If you like what we're doing, like, subscribe. We appreciate you watching. Tell a friend. If you don't, just do it.
After you've watched this, come back and tell us in the comments. I really want to know what you have to think about this. I'm super curious.
Yes, absolutely. And tell the guys who made this, Nightwalkers, search for them on Instagram. Let them know that you watched it and tell them Stoopid Movies sent you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can check us out over on Instagram at Stoopid Movies.
Yes.
At Dr. Sketch Turner at The Horror Punk. Check us out on Facebook.com/Stoopid Movies.
You can email us at stoopidmovies@outlook.com if you have something that you would like for us to watch and review. Just send it.
So look, I know we're never going to agree on vampires. We're never going to agree on werewolves. But I think we can both agree when it comes to Frankenstein. And we both agree that you would have liked this more if it was, pussy ass dogs.
I knew you were gonna say. See, but, we're always gonna have that. We've had that back and forth since we were kids, man.
Since junior high, man. We've always.